Lana, the Dark Elf. While talking to her, you learn that Dark Elves have accumulated too much dark energy. The reason for that is they've had sex with humans too many times. And as a result, they are drowning in lust. You learn that in this world, since Marcellus was off rescuing other worlds, it's only Michaela that's her benefactor. And we also learn that after becoming a Dark Elf, she was rejected by her close friends and was cast out of the Elf City. And unfortunately, her favorite target is little boys. Her trait is Dark Elf Fencer. She can always equip swords and night swords. Can always use sword skills with 30% blind and silence affliction rate. And she regenerates 20% SP per turn while below 75% HP. So, the nice thing is that 30% blinds to silence, it affects the entire enemy party, even with only using single target skills, so that's good. It's a nice bit of utility, but the extra SP regen isn't too terribly useful, especially since it's only active while she's not at max HP. So while the blind silence is nice, it's about all she's really got going for her, so we'll put her at C. During her play event, she'll practice her sword swings, which includes accidentally hitting a random target, be it friend or foe. She has dirty thoughts and so makes herself horny, which can be a positive or a negative. She dances and she plays hide and seek, but no one tries to find her. So that's all purely neutral stuff, so C she is. As for her story interactions, she doesn't have much, so C. Haven't got anyone she talks with in the Pocket Castle yet. Obediently turn to darkness. Now take me with you! As for her presents, she does not like fruit, vegetables, rice, bread, or meat. And she hates spicy food. So the only thing she really likes is sweets. Interesting interactions include the Gian stew. What is this? The wedding cake. What an incredible cake! It's like a dream. The parfait. Can I really eat this? Oh, it's delicious. The cola. Ah, I might enjoy this beverage. Coffee. There's no sugar in this. I don't want it. Beer. I can't drink alcohol. Even though I've become dark, it's no good for me. Any of the grilled items. What is this? Don't fool around with me. The poison mushroom. This is a poisonous mushroom. I can tell, since I'm a dark elf. The skull. Whose skull is this? I don't want it. The beetle. This is a large beetle. I don't particularly want it. And last but not least, the chipapa. A spirit? This child looks a bit strange. It got away. Marian, the Dark Elf. While talking to her, you learn that dark elves are full of dark energy, which they use for their tentacles. And it was surprisingly a human that developed the technique to bind a tentacle to your own body. We can only assume it was Lily that invented the technique. And she's actually quite nice to everyone except intruders. And while she prefers vegetables, her tentacles prefer meat. And her tentacles are really useful, especially when it comes to cooking. Her trait is Dark Elf Magician. She deals 30% increased ice damage. Can always use black magic and tentacle skills. Tentacle skills do 15% more damage. Black magic has 30% chance to inflict blind/silence. So, unlike Alana, her physical counterpart, her skills really synergize with each other. That 30% ice damage, that it also inflicts blind/silence. That's very good. Nice synergy there. So we'll put it at B. During play, she will water her tentacles. She will try to stop the fight. She puts a curse on normal elves. And she smiles. So all that amounts to nothing, so C. And for her story interactions, she doesn't have much, so put her at C. In the Pocket Castle, of course, she'll talk to Lana. I see you're diligently training your sword skills as usual. You're a dark elf. You should be drowning in your own desires. But my skills dull if I don't train. Are those really the words of someone who succumbed to darkness? Are you sure you're not just an elf with a good tan? Well, I just woke up. I can't just immediately go fuck someone. The world of dark elves has its own hardships. Which, it would be hilarious, but also kind of tragic, if, since normal elves are just as horny as the dark elves, it's just they hide it better, and they don't have as much actual experience. But it would be funny if she just went out to a beach, did one person, got a nice tan while there, and came back to her village and was promptly kicked out as a dark elf, even though she's just a normal elf with a tan, because Lana has a tan. This elf is clearly infused with darkness. Anyway. Plus, you know, at the Ilias temple, both Lana and Marion here are just considered normal elves by race. I guess their own race are a bit more discerning, though. Regardless, for her presents, she herself is a vegetarian, but she will eat meat with her tentacles. She dislikes sweets, rice, and bread. So interesting interactions include flour. Are you expecting me to cook? Well, you can, and you're apparently quite good at it, especially when using your tentacles. Rice. I dislike rice. It has an uncivilized taste. Kids meal. Do I look like a child? You're belittling me. Gian stew. Are you trying to infuriate me? Cola. What is this drink? Coffee. It has a strong flavor. Beer. I cannot have alcohol. It causes my tentacles to act strangely. They go into all sorts of places. I'm a dark elf, so I'm fine if they go into mine, but they attack other people. Any of the grilled items? Even my tentacles wouldn't eat this. Poison mushroom. Are you expecting me to eat a poisonous mushroom? I'm an elf, so I know about this type of mushroom. Skull. What is this? Don't fool around with me. A beetle. A beetle? I'll feed it to my tentacles. Poor beetle. And last but not least, the chipapa. What a strange creature. My tentacles eat it. It's running away. Fell the fairy. While talking to her, you learn that the dark elves are actually very nice to the fairies. And she likes to sing and dance. Her trait is Forest Fairy. She can always use nature skills, dealing 30% extra damage with only 2/3 the SP cost. And she is targeted by foes less often. So that's a nice little buff to her nature skills, but unfortunately nature skills aren't particularly useful until later in the game. So we'll put it at C. While playing around, she picks flowers, spaces out, hides, plants strange seeds which grow and attack the enemy team, and she'll sing and dance, which does nothing. So that's a purely positive effect, so we have to put it at B. As for her story interaction, she doesn't have much, so put her at C. In Pocket Casual, she'll talk to Pumpkin. Yay! It's Pumpkin! Let's play together. The fairies are happily playing together. For presents, she likes fruit, bread, and rice, and she dislikes vegetables and meat. Interesting interactions include the chili pepper. Too spicy! An egg. I'll eat eggs. Milk. I don't like milk. Connie Pond. Is this bread shaped like Miss Crab? It's delicious. The egg bagel sandwich. There's fried eggs between the bread. It's delicious. The kids' meal. Yay! A kids' meal. It's delicious. The Gian stew. Help! I'm scared. The wedding cake. Oh, wow! What an amazing cake! The cola. It's fizzy. The coffee. It's bitter. The beer. I can't drink alcohol. Any of the grilled items. What's this? The poison mushroom. The skull. Scary. The weeds. This is grass from around here, isn't it? The acorn. Wow, an acorn. And last but not least, the Chipapa. Yay, Chipapa! Let's play on the lawn. Alyssa, the elf BFer. You never fight her, so you never talk to her. Her trait is Gentle Elf. She is targeted half as often by enemies, can always use bow skills, and bow skills deal 30% extra damage. It's alright, not bad, but anything special, so put her at C. While playing, she will space out, she will give an apple, she will become confused, and she will use the mental concentration skill. So the apple's a very minor positive, and the become confused and mental concentrations basically cancel each other out as positives and negatives go. So put her at C. And as for story interactions, she has none, so F. What? Are we going on a hunt?